Hey everybody, my name's Brian and this is my channel. I decided to make a YouTube channel about my favorite topic of all time, which is language learning. Been a language teacher for I don't even know how long, really long time. I got this cheap little crappy mic that I bought. I thought it'd be totally awesome. Like just put it next to my shirt and pick up all the sound everywhere. No, well, not everywhere. I don't want that, do I? But I thought it would pick up the sound really nicely, but it doesn't even work. If I put it like even 3 inches from my face, the computer picks it up better. So I've got to shove this thing right here in my face in order to be heard properly. So please bear with me. But that's not what I'm here to talk about. What I am here to talk about is this channel. And this channel is about learning foreign languages. First off, I am a lot more of a teacher than I am a learner. I do live in Japan, so I picked up some of the language. I studied a bit of Spanish, but what I really love is helping people to learn language, and that's what I'm hoping I can do with you. With this first video, what I really want to do is talk about 8 reasons you should totally learn another language. I've seen a bunch of videos, and not to mention websites and blogs and stuff, that talk about really good reasons to learn language, and I want to give you 8 different ones. You know, the typical ones are things like it helps when you travel, and you can make more money and makes you smarter and all that kind of stuff. All true, all really good reasons, but there were a couple of that I thought of that I wanted to share. And the first one is that it can be done at any age. Yeah, I hear stuff all the time about people saying like, I'm too old, my brain doesn't work anymore. Totally untrue. I'm speaking from experience, but also based on stuff I've read. Language can be learned at any age. While it might be easier when you're younger, it's still a great thing to do, no matter whether you're like 15 or 50 or 150. That would be, good for you if you live that long. Another one is that I found that as I started learning Japanese, I could understand what was going on in those TV shows and movies before. I don't know if you ever seen those subtitles they're just bizarre.
When you understand the actual language being spoken, you know what they're actually saying as opposed to what somebody is telling you they're saying, which is a really cool reason to learn language too. Another reason is that I totally remember the first time I actually spoke something in another language and the person didn't look at me like I was just babbling Klingon or something. They understood and responded. And then, pretty soon after that, I had been able to get involved in conversations with people. Awesome feeling. Really love that. So that's another reason to learn a foreign language. It just feels amazing. And on that note, a fourth reason that it's great to learn another language is that you get what it's like for other people to learn your language. So it broadens your horizons. It opens your mind, and you get a sense of how hard it was for somebody to pick up your language, be able to communicate with you. It gives you that sense of appreciation, and appreciation is a positive. And kind of in line with that, the fifth reason is that it gives you access to different communities and different cultures, whether you're traveling or whether it's like where you live. Nowadays, especially, there's tons of people who don't speak your language as their native language. And you can really broaden your horizons and gain experience and enrich yourself and learn a lot by picking up the language, by getting involved, whether it's directly, making friends and stuff, or indirectly, whether it's listening to their music or watching movies from their countries and things like that. So that's another really cool reason to learn a language. A sixth reason is that you don't really have to master a language to get all these benefits. Even just learning, greetings, basic questions, or just, the dialogue for your favorite movie. It gives you access to all this stuff, and being able to watch movies that, normally people would be like, I don't like to read the movies. Well, you don't have to if you understand the language. And finally, it's just really cool. If you're able to speak another language in front of people, especially people who don't know the language, it looks and sounds friggin' cool. Like I remember the last time I went to the States, I had a girlfriend at the time whose English was so. So we spoke a lot of Japanese while we were over there. And the taxi driver, we were in a taxi at the time, so there was a taxi driver, was kind of looking over at us a bit, or like through the rearview window. I mean, if he like turned around full throttle, probably would have crashed and died. He looked at the rearview mirrors, looking at us, and so it piqued my curiosity. And I said, "What do you think of like what we're, our language and stuff?" He's like, "You guys sound like a bunch of friggin' aliens." He was impressed. Anyway, my point being, I really encourage you to not hesitate. This is mainly geared towards beginners or people who are thinking about it, maybe thinking of picking up a book, but language seems really hard. Taking a class, but it could be embarrassing. I could embarrass myself. No, 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 no. You will make mistakes. Obviously, it's not a smooth ride the whole time, but it is so worth it. It is a great experience. It is a great tool. It's helpful. It's fun. It just opens you up to so many other things. So I totally, highly, extremely, exacerbatingly encourage you to start learning a language. Go for it. And hopefully in the future, I will have some videos up that will help you on your journey, stuff from like how to improve certain things, how to find teachers, that sort of thing. I know this is only my first video, so it's probably like just my mom and my sister and my wife are going to watch this. But in case anybody else does, and I'll know because they're like 4 or 5 views instead of just 2 or 3, if there's anything specific you want to know, any tips you have, any questions you have, please, please, please feel free to post in the comments or shoot me a message. I would love to hear from you. Thanks a bunch for putting up with this.